Hey everyone, it's me, Bincy. It's August 25th, and I've had a few people call me to talk to me about the hurricane that's coming here to the Houston area. For several of you, I know this is your very first time going through a hurricane, and I'm going to try to speak very slowly, clearly, and use simple language to help understand what some of the things you can do to protect yourself or reduce some of the risk. The first thing I want to say is we're not sure which way the hurricane is going to go. So every hurricane is different. Just because you went through Harvey or Ike or Rita or Gustav or any of the other hurricanes that we've had recently, every hurricane is different, and so we need to treat it as anything could happen. With that being said, we believe this hurricane is going to be more of a heavy wind event rather than a heavy water event, but we're not sure about that. So if there's a heavy wind event, the risk is that electricity is going to go out. And in Harvey, we were lucky. We mostly didn't lose electricity or internet. We may lose it in Laura. So want to be careful that you're charging up your phones. If you have a portable charger, keep that ready, or if you have a car charger, keep that ready. Make sure you have gas in your car in case you do have to go. But again, I don't know how the lines are right now, so be safe, or just figure out what's the best plan for you. If you are in our area, again, it's about 4 o'clock on Tuesday afternoon. We have no idea which direction it's coming into Houston. I know we're in Brazoria County in Pearland area. We're not at the highest risk, but we have been told that we are one of the evacuation areas if the storm moves in even more than it's planned to be. Galveston County is also at a higher risk, especially the Galveston Island area. And then many of our friends and family live in Port Arthur. So Sabine Pass is one of the high risk areas. So all of Orange County and Port Arthur is under mandatory evacuation. So we hope our families in Port Arthur are able to get to safety. I've spoken to a few families who are going to Austin, and I've spoken to other families who are planning to stay in the area, stay in their homes. So we are hoping and praying that you will be okay. If you are staying in your homes, you want to make sure to take out anything from the backyard or anything outside that might fly around in the wind. If you don't have a place to put it or it's too heavy, you might want to even flip it upside down so that the wind has less things to carry it. This includes like children's trampolines or anything like that. So make sure there's less surface area. If you have a swimming pool, you could even put things inside the swimming pool just to make sure that less likely chance of it getting flipped around. So other things, if you lose electricity, this is so important. Make sure you write down the names and phone numbers of people that you need. If you lose access to your cell phone, if you cannot get it charged in time, if we go without electricity for a few days and you need to access like a payphone or somebody else's phone, make sure you write those phone numbers down on a piece of paper and keep that safely. We also, the risk is also that you may have to get evacuated either for water or for electricity. And in case you do have to get evacuated, take your personal papers. So your passports, visas, naturalization papers, health insurance papers, important medicine that you might have, anything that's urgent, or even gold, precious family jewelry. Make sure that's packed, and try to pack it in a backpack rather than a luggage, because if you have to be evacuated by boat, you're more likely to be able to take the backpack than the luggage, which is what we found out when Harvey happened and we had a family that was getting evacuated. They did not allow them to take their suitcase, but they were allowed to take a backpack. If you are staying home and you just lose electricity for a little while, try to not open your fridge and freezer too much so you don't ruin the items in there. People recommend filling up your bathtub with water. So in case you need water to use the toilet or to wash your hands or for pets or anything, you have some water available. Another funny tip, maybe you don't want to do your laundry right when the storm is happening, because if the electricity goes out before the dryer is able to work, you're going to have wet laundry sitting in there again for unknown amount of time, and you really don't want that to happen. If you have bug spray, again, when there's no electricity or no fan, if you have mosquito spray or mosquito repellent, that also might be good. Have flashlights available. So just typical things to be safe. I would say two more things. One is, please try to stay in touch with somebody so they know where you are. If you do get evacuated, let people know where you are, and maybe we can find a way to help you there, or make sure that we're tracking you. We've seen in other storms that people get evacuated into multiple different places, and each place has a different experience. So we want to make sure you're safe and you're okay, right? You have access to help. And the last thing I'll tell you is mental health, right? So sometimes when it's raining for days, the wind is whipping up, you're not in touch with your friends and family, you're not sure what's going to happen. It's very easy to get upset or wonder, how long is this going to happen? What's going to happen? What's going to happen to my family, to my life, all of that. Please know the sun will always come out. So Harvey was many, many days of rain, and at the end the sun came out. So hopefully, we know I have friends and family all over the country praying for Houston right now and praying for our south areas right now, and we are supporting each other. And after Harvey was an amazing time. We saw the most people come together and support each other and rebuild our cities, and I know that will happen if this should come to pass in our cities, and we hope that it will pass through unpopulated areas, not cause as much damage as we expect. But going through a first hurricane, or very rarely going through a hurricane, it's stressful. So if you have any questions, please call me or text me. Texting me is the best way to reach me. My number is 832-848-0101. I will try to call back or reply to as many texts as possible. So again, be safe, and hopefully talk to you guys soon. Okay, bye.